What's up, guys? Welcome back to CGB Productions, and today we're doing our Week 1 NFL predictions. And right away, we're going to start with tonight's season opener. Um, I like the Bills and the Rams. Both teams looking pretty sharp. Rams, coming off Super Bowl win. I think they'll have the Super Bowl kind of hangover, that they talk about. And I believe that the Bills are going to come out this year really hungry. They're just going to want to get it done. So I'm going to go with the Bills. Week 1. Then we go over to the AFC side. We got the Colts and Texans. I think this one, should be pretty easy for me, I'd say. I like the Colts here over the Texans. I think, Texans are going to be a young team. They got a lot to do, a lot to improve on. And the Colts are a team that are looking to get a playoff spot, if not win the division. So, yeah. Continuing on, we got I'm going to take the Bengals over the Steelers. Steelers, they got Mitch Trubisky starting this week. You kind of love to see, his redemption story, see how he does. And get him, some recognition. I think he deserves a little bit more for what he did for the Bears, back in 2018. But yeah, moving on. Ravens over the Jets. I don't think Joe Flacco gets revenge on the Ravens there starting. Jets, again, young team. I think they got a bright future. They just got to go through some growing pains. Now this one, Dolphins, Patriots. I think I'm going to go with and maybe an oddball choice, but I'm going to go Dolphins. I like their offseason. Obviously getting Tyreek Hill is a big thing, pairing him with Jalen Waddle. I know Devontae Parker, they traded to the Patriots. Kind of a weird in-division trade situation, but I'm just going to go with the Dolphins. Then we got the Raiders and the Chargers. This one's kind of a toss-up. This is in that AFC West, You got Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, and Broncos. Yeah, there we go. I was blanking on that one for a minute. But I think at the end of the day, you got to go with what you think. And Max Crosby and Chandler Jones getting to Herbert or Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack going to get to Carr more. Carr's got his new weapon in Devontae Adams. Darren Waller's healthy. I think, the Raiders got a lot more questionable of an offensive line. The Chargers, I think you just can't, bet against the Chargers this year. I feel like until they prove that they're the same old Chargers team, you got to go with them. So, that being said, I'm going with the Chargers. Moving on. We got the Jaguars and the Commanders. The Jaguars, they had, the Urban Meyer situation last year. I think with him gone, they got Doug Peterson in. They spent a lot of money on the receivers and tight ends this year. But with that being said, I think I'm going to go with Ron Rivera, Carson Wentz, and the Washington Commanders. I just think they're better on paper. Next, Browns and Panthers. I think I'd go with the Panthers. I think Baker gets his revenge on the Browns week 1 and starts a roll for the Panthers. It's going to be fun to see, and it'll be interesting to see. That game is going to be a must-watch, I think. Next, we got the Chiefs and the Cardinals. Now, this one's tough. Now, on one hand, the Chiefs are, one of the better teams in the league. Then you got the Cardinals, and you got pre-Call of Duty Kyler Murray. With that being said, I think I'm going to take the Chiefs. I will say I do have Juju Smith-Schuster on my fantasy team, or one of them, and I think I'm really hoping that he goes off and the Chiefs take the W. Giants Titans. I think I'm gonna go with the Titans here. I think the Titans are just Derrick Henry, King Henry. He's healthy. Week 1 of the season. Hopefully that foot keeps up. You hate to see him get injured, especially after his 2,000-yard season the year before, and what he was on pace to do last year was insane. So I think Treylon Burks, he's got a lot to prove. They got Robert Woods. I don't know if he's healthy right away. I just like the Titans over the Giants. Then we got Broncos and Seahawks. I'm going to go Broncos. Just like Baker Mayfield, I think Russell Wilson gets his revenge. Not that it's really a revenge game. I think Russell Wilson just, he did his time, just wanted to get out. And I think Russell Wilson will really show if Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton are the real deal. I like seeing those practice clips of him and Cortland Sutton, their connection. Looks good. I think it's you got a lot to be excited for with the Broncos, and that AFC West division is going to be a tough one this year. Moving on, we got the 49ers and the Chicago Bears. We got Trey Lance versus Justin Fields. If you look at that draft class, same draft class, not too many picks apart. I think the 49ers are just an overall better team. I don't see anything that I would be surprised with the Bears. I think they got a lot to do. Roquan Smith, don't know his situation, if he's still looking for that trade or not. But, yeah, I'll take the 49ers. And then we got the Eagles and the Lions. This is going to be my upset for the week, and I'm going to go with the Lions. Why? I just think I like Dan Campbell. I like how he treats. I feel like he's a great coach. They got a lot going for them. They got, DeAndre Swift showed a lot of flashes last year. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's coming. TJ Hawkinson, they got a lot on offense to like. Jamal Williams, he's a great character to have in the locker room. Defense, they still got a lot to grow. But I think I just, for some reason, I really want to go with the Lions there. Saints. Not really much I want to say about that one. It's just, NFC South. So, and then Packers Vikings. I'm gonna go Vikings. Now, I am a Vikings fan. Could be biased, but I think that the Vikings are one of those teams that they have a lot of surprises that they're not familiar to other teams. They got a new coaching staff, new GM, just all around. They got a new philosophy in the building. I think that they're going to come out and surprise a lot of people week 1, especially it is at home. So we'll see. And that Vikings-Packers game, it's always a toss-up, but I just think the Vikings kind of have an element of surprise with there's not much tape on their new offense. You don't really know how they're going to perform, but so Vikings. Cowboys, Buccaneers. I'm going to go Buccaneers. I think Tom Brady is going to come out and just ball out with his new receivers, which he's got a plethora of weapons. The offensive line is questionable, but then again, so is the Cowboys' offensive line. They got Tyron Smith injured out likely till November. I think they got another injury there. I think they did sign Jason Peters, but I don't think he'll be ready week 1. But yeah, I think those are my week 1 predictions. This is Cade with CGB Productions. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just let me know what your predictions are down in the comments below. Peace.